Hello YouTubers, this is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly video, and I've got some stuff to show you per usual. It was an alright week. Most of the stuff actually I got the week prior, but just didn't show it in that video. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. It should be somewhat of a short one today. We'll see. Alright, so I found this finally in store. I was looking forward to this Dodge van casting. Extremely looking forward to it. So we are going to open it. I am stoked. You guys know I dig vans. It's a little disappointing now having it in person because it's a little tiny. It's definitely way smaller than 1/64 scale. It's a very small van, but I was excited about this era Dodge van coming out. It's cool that they did it in like the Dodgy van whatever style. It's pretty awesome. And the other cool thing is, like, this era Dodge van is very reminiscent of a van that I used to go ride in to go play shows in when I was playing a lot of rock shows back in the day. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So we'll open that and talk about it more in the next segment. Well, speaking of vans, here's some full-size ones. We got a '69 Ford Club wagon from Greenlight. This is a hobby exclusive. I got this thanks to Diecast. He just threw it in with his typical 3,000 toys order and gave that to me. And then this 1976 GMC Vandura, which is also pretty darn cool. This is also a hobby exclusive, and kind of psyched to get both of these and check these off the van list. So we might take a peek at those, I'm not sure. Might throw those into a 10-car Tuesday. We'll see how things go here. And then I got some stuff from Surplus Goodies. I got a couple extras of these. Actually got 2 of each, and I sent 2 along to Heavy Metal 164 to Travis because I owed him 2. And so I sent him those, and then I added 2 extras to the collection. So, you know, I hoard this stuff, so... yeah, and then he gave me a really good deal on this Ultra Red. So I got to check this Ultra Red off the list as well. So that's pretty fun as well. Pretty sweet. And also got a couple of, well, an INNO64. So this Australia Rally 1996 Lancer Evo. Again, we'll pop this off the base and take a look at this extremely detailed car. In the next segment. I've been really kind of impressed with INNO64 lately. It's just, I don't know. I've just been, my first impressions of them, I wasn't really that impressed. I mean, I thought they were cool, but just like too fragile and stuff. Now, they're still very, very fragile, but they're very detailed. And I just kind of like a lot of the stuff that they're doing. I don't mind it. So, I don't know. Picking up pieces here and there. We'll see how that goes. Another brand that's kind of newer to me is Para64, and I got this BMW X7. So Para64, I have one other one in my collection, and it's the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. And now I got this BMW X7, so it'd be cool to check it out. Take this off of the base and check that out as well. And then, let's see, what else did I get? I also got in the mail some Mini GT. 3 of them. I already unpackaged them, basically. But we got these 3. The Bentley Continental GT in the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. The Porsche 911 GT2 RS in Guards Red. And the Nissan Skyline GTR 1993 Japan Touring Car Championship in Calsonic livery, which is pretty sweet as well. So, and that's it. That's all we're going to look at this week. So, like I said, it should be well, the second half might be a little longer than this. We're going to look at these Mini GT for sure. I don't know. Should I save this for a Free the Piece Friday, or should we just open this sucker? I think we might just open it. I'll think about that. And then we're going to open that. We're going to open that. We're definitely going to open this. I think what we'll do... let's just open this. Let's get this out of the package. We're going to open that. I'll open the 2 regulars. We're going to get that done. I don't need a Free the Piece Friday episode for that. I got a bunch of reds lined up for that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just open this guy, get it out of the way. And then we'll save these for a Greenlight 10 Car Tuesday. All right. And let's go ahead and flip the camera around and check out some stuff up close. All right, let's go ahead and look at this truck first. But actually, before we look at the Ultra Red, why don't we open the 2 regulars? Why not? All right. So this is number 3 in the Premium Series 2020 Release 5, the last series for 2020 from Auto World. And so we got 17,008 is what this black one's limited to. And then your version B is limited to 15,808. The Ultra Red's going to be 3% of the total production, which you'd have to add these 2 numbers together, and then you'll get how many there are of that. So quite a few are made of this. But still, no doubt, you know, people are crazy about these trucks. And, yeah. So it still goes for a premium. All right, let's go ahead and open up the black one first. Go ahead and open her up. And let's take a peek. So it's pretty cool. I like the step side version of the truck. Now, we haven't seen as many step sides released as we have fleet sides. And undoubtedly, you know, that's going to be because the step side version is quite a bit, or the fleet side versions, I would say, is more popular among collectors than the step side version. But really cool now to get the lifted step side truck. So it is a 3 rivet construction, and then the new part of this tooling, besides the lift on the step side, is this push bar on the front with a winch. That looks really cool. The bed of the truck looks a little crooked on this example. Still low. I'm sorry, it looks like I got still have paint all over my fingers. I'm doing some more painting, not in the diecast room, but in other places in the house. So, yeah, pretty cool. All right, I dig that in black, red interior. Looks pretty good. Of course, the hood still opens as you would expect and all that stuff. And I think, so it said something about the grill being the first time we're going to see that grill, but it's covered up anyway, so. But there you have it. Mud Terrain TA BF Goodrich tires. Pretty sweet. All right, so that's cool. And then, of course, the version B has slightly different rims. Or it has the caps over the center. Go ahead and take a peek at this one. In this cool green color. This thing is awesome, actually. I thought I'd like the black one a lot better, but I kind of like this green one quite a bit, too. Just cool, man. These things are so heavy. What's with that circle? Is that like supposed to be where the fuel cap would be? That little silver circle? Honestly, it looks a little goofy. I don't know. Interesting. All right, so there's that. Thing rolls really well, and the tires are like soft rubber, which is awesome. A lot of the Greenlight like lifted trucks and stuff, the tires are rubber on there too, but they're like this like hard plastic. Like these are nice soft rubber, which is cool. All right, Ultra Red time. Let's go ahead and get this open. So I'm excited to get it. I'm excited to check it out the list. Let's go ahead and open it up. And here she is. All right, so traits of the Ultra Reds for 2020 Premium Release 5 are as follows. as we can tell by looking at this model. So, obviously, red body, ultra red body. Obviously, white tires. And a little bit less obvious on some models, but obvious on this one, white base. Another thing about it is that it has actually the traits of the version A cars. And you can tell that on this one by the rims and the interior. So it's got the rims and the interior of this guy. Red interior, those rims, red interior, those rims. See, this one has a tan interior and those Chevy bow tie rims. So you can tell the difference. So that's what you get. And again, it doesn't matter if you're going to find this on the version A or the version B card. It does not matter. All the Ultra Reds will look like this. They will be the same. All right. Next, let's take a quick look at this cool van casting from Hot Wheels. I'm going to open it up. Again, I'm stoked about it, but I'm a little disappointed at the size. They say size doesn't matter, but when you collect, to scale, true 1/64 scale die-cast, it's nice to get even just a basic Hot Wheels that somewhat resembles truly 1/64 scale size. And this van is tiny. Kind of falls in line with like your Johnny Lightning style vans maybe though. And look, it's got a little go-kart inside of it. That's kind of cool. Little go-kart inside. Looks like some spare wheels inside or something as well. I mean, it's a cool casting, don't get me wrong. And I'm excited for another van in the Hot Wheels lineup. It's just, I wish it was larger. It doesn't even have to be like true 1/64 scale larger, but it just seems really tiny. Almost like a 1/72 scale or something like that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of that casting. I think it's cool. To get this style van, I think it's pretty awesome. And just definitely, I mean, a lot of people were excited to see this, that it was coming out. And it is really neat. It's just, like I said, it's too small. It's too small. All right. Next, let's take a look at Inno64 Australia Rally 1996. I should have taken this plastic off beforehand. I apologize. I try to do that more and more now just because I know you guys don't want to sit here and listen to packaging crinkle. So I'm into these guys. I'm into Inno64. I like Tarmac Works too, but Inno64, I don't know. Something about it is just really kind of tripping my trigger lately. And just the whole packaging, everything, how the packaging matches like the livery of the car. It just is pretty neat. I'm really just kind of digging them quite a bit. So the packaging is very similar to Tarmac Works. Everything about this brand is very similar to Tarmac Works, and I'm sure there's good reason for it. I know there's good reason for it. And I like them both. There's room for both brands in my collection. Granted, I'm not going to get everything from either one, so just get the cars I kind of like. I do kind of want the dirty version of this. I think there's a dirty version of this car, and I definitely want to get that. So here you go, a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 3 No. 7 Australia Rally 1996. And man, this thing looks cool, and it also looks extremely fragile. And that is due to those little tiny antennas. Those things are scary. Dare we take this off of the base? We have to do it. We're going to do it. And check it out. Because I always like to check, too, if they roll. Now, I know Inno almost never rolls. So, if whether a vehicle rolls or not is like a deal breaker to you as to whether or not to pick it up, I guess stay away from this brand entirely. Except for the Mitsubishi Pajero. I think that thing rolls And yeah, it does roll, but not much from them is going to roll. It's just not. These are display pieces, which you can display on the base or off the base, in a case, whatever you want to do, but just be very, very careful with it. That wheel kind of wants to turn, but it's not turning. So really cool. It's got the reflective things on the windows. Just so much detail to this little car that it's just very, very impressive. Do I wish it rolled? Yeah, kinda, you know. I think it's kind of silly that they don't make it roll, when I think that they would definitely, I don't know how much more effort it would be to get it to roll, but you wouldn't think it would be that much more, I don't know, difficult. And it's not like these things are super cheap, so maybe as a brand, INNO64 and Tarmac works for that matter, maybe you guys should really think about doing it. I don't know. I think it does turn some people off from the brand. As silly as it might be, people want their cars to roll a lot of the time. Even the people that like the detailed stuff really like the cars to roll. I don't know where that comes from, what the phenomenon is with that, but definitely a topic to talk about maybe sometime in the future. All right, but this thing is sweet. It impresses me. I like it. It's tiny. It is extremely detailed, and it is pretty awesome. So definitely digging that. All right, next, be very careful. We'll set that aside. Then we got Para 64, this BMW X7. Just in case you are questioning it, it is licensed by BMW AG. Some of these Asian brands, you know, sometimes I'm just not sure. They put the licensing on there, and that's good. So there's your packaging. Para 64, semi-generic packaging. They don't have it as crazy. Ooh, this one's actually, you got to cut that open right there, that sticker. So it's got kind of a similar acrylic case, very nice acrylic case. Ooh, we got some weird little, what is that? Interesting. I'll take that off here in a second. Where's my screwdriver? So I picked this color. It's available in a few other colors, I think. I picked this maroon color just because I thought it was more, I don't know, more of a unique color. I don't have a lot of cars in that color in my collection. What is that? Okay, it's a little foil sticker. You know what it probably is? Oh, both of them are there for the mirrors. God, you got to be careful with this thing too, because those mirrors seem to be real fragile. This thing rolls like crazy though. So you got to be careful with it, and then I'm throwing it around. But yeah, plastic base, metal body, rubber tires, inserted detail for the taillights, inserted detail for the headlights, and I gotta say, this thing looks pretty awesome. That looks quite good. So Para 64 is another brand. They're interesting, and I'm kind of into them too. And again, I'm not going to go after every single release. I'm sure there'll be a few here and there that are really going to tempt me to acquire. You know. But this does look quite good, and an interesting choice of vehicle to do. That's the other kind of cool thing, is it seems that they're kind of stepping outside of what other brands are doing. They're doing some vehicles that you don't really see in 1/64 scale being done by other premium brands and stuff like that, or other brands at all for that matter. So that's kind of a nice thing too. It's always nice to add not just a new nice detailed car or casting from a brand to your collection, but something that is actually a different car. It's something that's, you know, other brands aren't currently doing. So that's kind of cool. I don't know of any other brand that's doing an X7 BMW. I don't. You know, maybe you guys do. I have no clue. I don't think I know of any other brand that's doing this car, and I think that's part of what makes it interesting and fun to collect it. So I like it. I'd be tempted to get it in a lighter color. I think it might be available. I know for sure it's available in black. There might be one out there in white, and that might be a good one to get too. But like I said, overall, I'm impressed. I think this looks pretty nice. So I do not regret picking up this guy at all. All right, so next up, I always say AutoWorld's my favorite brand, but Mini GT is right up there too nowadays. So these cars are just fantastic. None of these are new toolings, so you don't have to spend a ton of time on them, and I'm sure you've already seen these cars before, possibly in a Lamley video. I know for sure he's shown some of them, but let's just take a peek here. Now, Mini GT is a brand where, I have to seriously kind of debate on whether or not I want to try to get everything that comes out. And so far, I've been good and not tried to do that. But, man, is this thing cool. Now, I've already got some examples of this tooling. And man, it's just awesome. So, what do I love about Mini GT? Well, they're all metal construction. They're a premium brand, and they're heavy as heck because they are all metal. They have rubber tires, which is great. They all roll well. They're meant to be picked up and played with. That's, not like by a kid or anything like that by any means, but, if you're an adult, you can roll them around your desk and all that stuff. They have these rubber mirrors. Not as easy to break off, as a hard plastic mirror, which is cool. They just do really awesome cars, really great decos, and this thing is just cool looking, man. So it's going right in my Carney case with my other Mini GTs, and definitely happy to have picked up that one. Just super cool. So they just cannot be denied. They're a breakout brand of 2020, and I mentioned it in my latest Lamley article, my end of the year article, how much I was enjoying Mini GT, and of course they're all licensed truly and all that good stuff too. But they just, they're really doing the right thing with what they're putting out. I need to get one of those Actros trucks, the car carrier one. I have to get that at some point. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and grab it. Now they're coming up with another truck, another semi. And jeez, am I going to struggle not to have to pick that one up. But I'm probably just going to have to do it. So here's a Porsche 911 GT2 RS in Guards Red. I think I have every version of this so far that's come out, of this Porsche. Every color that they've so far produced. It's a casting that impresses me. I really do like it. Of course I do, because obviously I've gotten all of them so far. But I've shown this casting now probably 3 or 4 times before, different videos. But if you're not familiar, again, it rolls. That squeakiness is the rubber tires on this kind of coated piece of paper that I use as a backdrop for the video. Full carbon fiber hood. And again, it just looks fantastic. So, enough said. All right, next and last, the Skyline GTR GRA number 12, 1993 Japan Touring Car Championship at Calsonic number 12. So this car, this is another one I did resist, okay, because this came out in the Calsonic livery with several different numbers. And I suppose if you're a Japan Touring Car fanatic, you're going to want all of them. I fought with myself not to get all of them because I'm like, come on, I can't get all of these. The liveries all look basically the same. They just have like different numbers and stuff. So, if you're really into it, you probably would know like what drivers drove these and stuff like that. Who knows? If you're that crazy about it, you might know. I'm not. I just like the car, and I think this thing looks pretty darn cool. So I had to get one in Calsonic Nissan livery. Such a classic. Reminds me of the Gran Turismo days when I used to have time to play video games. It's been a long time. So again, it's beautiful tooling. They did an awesome job with it. The graphics are perfect. I've also noticed, see, the thing about Mini GT2 is the quality control seems to be on point. Now, I know you will get, with any brand, you will get a messed up car every once in a while. It'll happen. I've been really lucky with Mini GT. I don't think I've ever got one that has been messed up. So their quality control is quite good from my experience. And I'm sure you guys will comment down below if you've gotten one that's been messed up. But, man, they're just so well done. So well done. And at the price that they ask for them, it's not bad. I mean, whether you get them through M&J Toys or get them from an overseas seller, M&J Toys, of course, is the official U.S. distributor. So that's the channel you should go through if you're in the U.S. to get them. Lots of hobby dealers will get them through M&J Toys. And then, of course, the Asian distributors will distribute them as well. And they sell them on eBay and stuff like that. So you can get them that way, too. They just put out so much cool stuff, and it's, like I said, it's hard not to try to get everything. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Not a too long one today. We kept her, I think, under 30 minutes, so we'll let you go. Let me know what your favorite car of the episode is. Honestly, my favorite, though, just on a detail standpoint, is this little thing right here. That's very impressive. Very impressive indeed. I know it doesn't roll. I know it's a static model, but man, does it look cool. All right, that's going to be it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good day.